system. So I'm audible, right, for all? So do you and Kian Toy?
Hello, I'm good.
Yep. Okay. So okay, let me share my screen. Let me share my entire screen for some. Okay. So you can see my screen, right?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay. Okay. So basically, what we do, we our product is a health insurance product. I think you all are know. Okay, how we work. Like we DA Care has its own policies. So DA Care is selling the policies to companies. So who are part of the DA Care policies. So will be under DA Care. Similarly, we have insurers clients like AXA is a one client, a broker insurer. So similarly, we have Lockton. Lockton is a one client, and we have GE Income Alliance. So these are the clients, insurers who are using our platform. Okay, so this is the simple diagram, like how we set up basically in our system. Before going to this, like we have a different types of portals. Like we have a external client facing like a provider portal. Provider portal basically we give to the clinics to submit the validate the members and submit the claims. And we have the member portal, so all members will have a dedicated portal, and we have a HR portal, and we have a insurer or broker portal. So these are the external uh, members facing portals. Now also we have the internal portal like admin operations and admin settings. So basically these two portals will admin will do the all the operations related to the all these programs. Okay, so before going to do this, let me. Okay, so this is the admin portal, admin settings, UAT admin .dk.com. So this is the URL of the portal. So this is our login page. Once for login, so this is the view of the portal. So here we have the all the menus: insurer program, clinic, doctor, hospital, task approval, broadcast message, user management, settings, inactive user, report. Okay, so what are these? As of now, I told DACare is one program, and DA Lockton is one program, Alliance is one program. Similarly, NTUC Group Care is one program, Howden is one program, AXA is one program, GL is another program. So these are the different programs. So basically, we will set up the data for different programs. This is the settings portal. Okay, so each insurer program will have a separate settings, and we have a common settings for all the insurers. So when we go to here, so these are the specific settings for this program. So we can set up insurer broker user for this portal. And as I told already, so we have a different client facing portals. So basically, based on the insurer program, for dedicatedly we have a external client facing portals like DA Care. We have a member portal for DA Care dedicatedly. HR portal separately we have, and we have the insurer broker portal we have. So similarly for Lockdown, if you take Lockdown, we have a dedicatedly member HR insurer portals. So similarly for Alliance, so each program will have their own uh, client facing members, clients, I mean member facing portals. So the reason is like Lockdown is an insurer program, so they are using our platform. So all members who are belongs to the DA Care long-term subscription of this program. So they are going to utilize only the DA long-term services. Okay. 1 second. Okay. Okay. So what we do, so once we create a program, we set up the panels, hospital panels, custom admin fee, scheme type, configurations. Like we have a configurations like a 2FA login, whether for this program while login, whether we require to enable 2FA or not. And for insurer login, we have a 2FA configuration. And these are the from upload forms to display in the respective member portals. And these are some configurations. So these are the insurer specific configurations which we have. Okay, similarly, we have clinic, doctor, hospital, task approval, broadcast message, user management settings, inactive users. Okay, now assume we define the program. Once we define the program, so we have a other portal for operations for this portal. Okay, we have a link here to navigate to that portal. Once you click on the operation portal, so these are the operations portal where our operations team will set up individual each plans for that particular program. So we have these other programs. So if you want to access data for a particular program, you click on this. Welcome to the daycare program. Go back. Daycare lockdown. So we are in the lockdown program. Similarly, if we are on Alliance, so we are in the Alliance. Okay, so these are the different databases we have. Now, if you see, like we have a Prudential insurance company, one insurer, and we have a AXA is another insurer program. Okay, so assume this is a Prudential and this is a AXA. So for DA Care, say this is a Prudential. DA Care. What operations will do under DA Care? So we'll have a different companies, multiple companies, so who are part of the DA Care insurer. So that will define here the companies. So these are the companies. Like DA Care is one company, Adapt is one company, like Great Eastern is one company. So who are under part of this program? So all the companies will be adding here. So this will do the operations team. Okay, so this all will go to the Prudential DB. Okay, that means DA Care. I've changed the DA Care. So this is a DA Care DB. So whatever we save the data, it goes and save in the DA Care database. Okay, so each company will have a employees, the company employees. Okay, so here we have a members. These are the where we can create the members. If we see this member is belongs to this company, and this is NRIC and which policy belongs to, and whether he is a insured member or dependent. Relationship is a child or spouse, parent, and what is the date of birth, and what is the associated plan, outpatient plan, and whether he has an inpatient plan. And this is a member centric. So all the member transactions we can see his profile, his claims, hospitalization claims, his panel claims, his request log, appointments, like others. So related to this member, all information we can see by accessing this button. Okay, now when we come back to here, now what is this diagram shows you? So we have a specific, program. For program, we have a multiple companies. For each program, we'll define a plans. This is plan A and this is plan B. Okay, now we have a company. So these are the plans. This is the plan A, assume this is the plan B. So like this, you can create a number of plans for the company. Okay, so how it will look like, we need to give the code of the plan, and we need to specify when it's going to start, when it's going to end. And this is for dental scheme logo type on the e-card. So we, in the mobile app, we have the mobile app also for members. So we are going to display this information on the e-card. So these are the benefits they're going to add in the plan, that whatever the subscribed the company with a program. So based on that, so we are going to add the benefits. I will show you on plan how it look like. Like this is the benefit description, and this is the actual benefit, whether it's a GP benefit, SP benefit, X-ray, lab, acupuncture adjustment claim, or alternative treatment, accident and emergency. So we have different benefits. Okay, so if it is independent benefit, we'll take it as independent benefit. This is a copay. This copay that agreed, the member is agreed to pay for any claim. So what is the amount to be charged for this copay? Similarly, we have a co-insure, the percentage, and these are the limits. So for each, the member went to visit to claim each time. So what is the limit per visit in a month? Is there a limit, and limit per year, and visit per month, visit per year, alert limit. So these are the few limits we have, and these are the settings. Basically, the admin, whether he can control whether member can submit this benefit. They can choose and submit the benefit by choosing this one, and by choosing this one, admin is restricting whether the member can see this benefit in the mobile app or not. And this is a referral required when member went to the panel clinic. So when referral required, basically they need to use the referral code to submit this benefit. And we have some member remarks, provider remarks, and these are some remarks. So like this, we can create a number of benefits. Like we can group it benefits, and we can put the group limit as well. I'll show you that how it done. Okay, it is look like this. So it is a non-panel benefit. It is a non-panel benefit. SP non-panel benefit. Let me show you. Okay, so with the video consultation, we have a GP panel benefit, and we have a panel GP, and we have a, I think GPJB, Johannesburg is a place in the Singapore. And see, this is a group limit. Lab and X-ray, they combine into two benefits into one single benefit. And they can specify a group limit, or they can define the family limit, or flex valid limit. Okay, the family limit, basically the whole family, like employee and their dependents, will be applicable to 1984. Under this plan, who are members are mapped to this plan. So everybody will applicable to claim up to $1984 in a year. 1984. Okay. this family flex wallet will be applicable to the individual employee. So 1985, 1984, if you put for the family flex wallet, so that will be applicable to the particular member and their dependents only. So like this, we have 10 employees, 10 employees, if there is different limit, utilization limit. So basically we can define the family flex limit, or everybody has the same limit, then we can use the family limit. That is the difference here. So these are the benefits set up like this. So they'll set up like this: panel, non-panel. Okay, now we come here. So now we know what is the company, we know what is the program, and we know how they'll set up the program. So these are the plan A, and we have the benefit, and they're defining the limits. Plan A, plan B, plan B. Okay, this all information will be saved in our database. Okay, now how it works. Okay, see, the member can access to the member portal or mobile app. Now I'll show you the member portal. Okay, so this is the member portal of DA Care. So initially member has to sign up to registration. They need to register by using the sign up. So date of birth, email ID, NRIC, the phone number. So once they key their details and click on registration, they'll get the OTP, either mobile or email. They need to select. So once they verified the OTP, so the login is created, and we are sending the account activation email to the registration email ID, whatever the email ID they're specifying here. Okay, so now I'm logging. Okay, this is the member login basically. So if member has a dependent, like a member has a spouse, child, dependent, so we can show in the drop down. So you can select whether you want to claim for himself, or you want to make a claim for dependent. So based on the selection, the profile, the details will be changing. If you use the Dimple UAT, so basically we are showing the Dimple UAT is a spouse member type, her profile, and these are information belongs to her. Okay, now this is the insured member. Okay, main member, employee. Okay, in member portal, what they can see, they can view their profile. Okay, what is details, is policy details, contact details, and his bank details, and some other details. And is there any employment history, like when he's joined, when he started with this company, or he's a different company, again shifted to another company under the same program. So the whole information will be displayed here. And they can see the view benefits. Okay, just now we saw the benefits. So whatever the benefits we said, show to the member flag. So whatever defined for this member, whatever we defined in the plan, so all we are going to display here. Okay, so this is the flag, show in member benefits. If this is ticked, only we are going to display here. If this is unticked, basically the setting is off. So basically in the member, they can't see this. So admin can control whether the benefit, each benefit, which benefits they can show to the member, which benefits they can hide. So that is entirely in the hands of admin. So they'll do they'll do the settings at the time of setup of the data. And we are displaying copay, limit per visit, limit per year, everything we are displaying here. Similarly, it is outpatient, and similarly for inpatient, if there is inpatient plan, we are displaying that. Okay, now what member can do? Okay, so the member can come to the member portal and they can see all this information. Okay. So here, any doubts, any clarifications you required?
No, striker.
No, thank you. Okay. Then, as told you, we have a panel benefits as well as a non-panel benefits. Okay, this is a panel benefit, panel. This is a non-panel. Okay. So we have a panel and non-panel. Okay. The panel benefit, basically what does it means? The panel benefit, they can go to the panel clinic. That means the clinic should be part of this program. That means if you take the insurer, health insurer, so we'll get the list of hospitals nearby, cashless claims. We can go and show our insurance card, and we can take the cashless claims basically. So that we are calling as a panel claims. So some hospitals are not cashless. What we'll do, we'll go to the hospital and we will pay first, then we will reimburse the amount, the whatever the medical admission or GP, whatever the treatment done there. So we will take the all the receipts, then we will reimbursement the amount from the health provider. Okay, so that we are calling as a non-panel. Okay, now we see the visit a non-panel clinic. Okay, so what in this means, the member first went to the clinic and he pays for the doctor and medicine. Whatever the treatment he has undergone, he has paid, because this is a non-panel clinic. It is not a panel clinic. So he paid. Now he will make a claim to reimbursement the claim, that we are calling as a non-panel claims. So how member will reimbursement? They will log into their portal. They'll come submit or view claim. They will select submit claim. They will select when they visited to the hospital. And they will select the benefit, whether he went to see the specialist doctor, or he went to the GP benefit, or he went to the lab, or he went to the other. So basically, when I say member can submit only the non-panel claims, that means whatever the non-panel defined benefits only will be coming here from this drop down, as well as the inpatient hospitalization claims. So when they select this benefit, so they need to fill a few information, like which hospital clinic they went, what is the diagnosis they have taken there, and what is the receipt number, and what is the amount of the treatment. And from member side, anything they want to include, to want to say this admin, so they can add their remarks. And all supporting documents for this claim, like the receipt number, they mentioned the receipt details, medicine bill details, or doctor consultation fee payment details. So all they can upload here and they can submit. Once they submit, all submitted claims member can see like this. If you see, this is the existing claim. So they submitted with the receipt, and they went to the 2nd November for this hospital. And here they can view the claim history, like all claims related to the member and their dependents. So all the claims they can see here, and with the status, what is the status of the claim basically. Okay. See, now the member went to the clinic. What he will do, he will pay to the doctor and medicine, then again come back. He will log in either mobile app or portal. Now I shown portal. Now he will submit the non-panel claim, consultation, medical, drugs, then receipt and invoices. So this is the non-panel clinic. So what member can do? So clear, right? This one.
Yeah, it's clear to me.
Okay, so guys, if you want to know any details, so please stop me and you can ask any question. So yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now this is the what we discussed is the non-panel clinic. Now we have a panel clinic. Okay, so basically what is the panel? So this is the member portal. So member, what they can see, member can see the benefits, they can submit the claims, they can see the all the previous claims, current claims status of this, and if there is any we want to notify, so they can see the broadcast message. So that's all they can do, and they can see all the dependents. They can select the dependent information, and they can submit dependent claim behalf of dependent. They can submit claim policy member. They can submit claim by selecting the dependent whose thing. It is similarly we have a general instructions menu. So basically these are the instructions to the member where to go. What is this mean? What is this mean? What is this mean? And if you want to support any contact, where to contact, the details, and each menu, like what is the view benefit, submit claim. So what does it actually? This is a like instructions to them to understand the what is each menu defined here. So that's all your general instructions. Okay. Similarly, for the company, we have a member portal settings. Okay, whatever the menus we are seeing here, the menus here, whatever we are seeing here, all admin can be controlled. When it is enabled, then only this menus will be shown up in the member login, so that it can be controlled. And the member portal instructions, whatever instructions we are seeing here, so admin will add here basically in this place. So this is the menu settings, and we have a settings like insured member dependent access. Okay, so what does it mean? Okay, in insured login, whether he can access the spouse records, or he can access the child, or he can access the parent. Okay, further drill down. So whether he can access the spouse member profile, the spouse view benefits, spouse submit or view claims, whether he can see the claim history of the spouse, general instructions of the spouse, or FSA balance of the spouse. Everything is admin can set up the settings. Based on the settings, this portal will, all these menus will work. Okay. Now I will show to the. Tara, do you have any UAT credentials?
For which portal, Shrikant?
Any UAT?
UAT, yeah. Operations portal, right?
You provider.
Provider portal. Okay. 1 second, I'll share you. Or 1 second, let me check. Yes, Shrikant. test@gmailtest.com. Try it, please. Test. at the rate gmailtest.com. Capital D, small a, at the rate 2021. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So now we have seen the member portal. Now this is the clinic portal. So basically clinic portal means all the panel clinics. That means who are part of our program, so they can see this information here. Okay. Let me this log out. Okay, so now how we are defining the clinic is a panel or non-panel. Okay, before that, first this is the clinic master, where clinic master we can create. So these are the panel clinics and non-panel clinics which have, this is the total count of the clinics. Of this, 56% is a panel, 44% is a non-panel. Okay, how we are defining panel and non-panel, I'll let you know. So we have different types of providers, like general practitioner, like we have a dental clinics, we have a chiropractic clinics, we have a lab clinics, we have a X-ray clinics, we have a TCM, traditional Chinese medicine clinics, we have a specialist, we have a poly, we have a physio, like we have a others. Okay, so while we defining the master of the clinic, so we will select the clinic type, whether this clinic belongs to which type. Okay, so what it does is we'll use the clinic code. This is the unique, and we give the clinic a name and the UN number. These are the details of the clinic, and when it is part of with us, tie up with us. So effective date and their phone numbers, and these are the controls for admin, whether this clinic can be shown for member or mobile app or web portal, and their address details and their contact details, and main person contact details and bank details of the clinic. And if it is a GST registered, so we are capturing the GST registration details of the clinic. And is there any payment entity like group of clinics, so we are adding the entity details. And if there is any remarks where we need to publish for this related to this clinic for any member, so we use this field. And this is the internal remarks for the internal admin team. And this is the online clinic. It is for DA video consultation claims. If it is online clinic, then video consultation claims will applicable for this clinic. So this is the clinic masters. Once we define the clinic profile, for each program we have panels. So the panels again we are defined based on the provider type. So when I select TCM panel, yes, TCM. Okay, this is the test TCM panel which we created. So if you go to the manage clinics, so only the clinic type with the TCM will be shown here. So these are the clinics with the type TCM clinic type will be shown. And here we have a map or unmap. So basically you can Okay, whether you get mapped to the unmapped. If it is mapped, then this clinic is part of this program. Then we are calling this as a panel clinic. If it is not mapped, then it is a non-panel clinic. Okay, now which we are trying to log in is okay. If you say this clinic is part of these many programs like daycare program, it is part of, and it has a daycare program different panel, daycare program different panel. Similarly, it is a Lopton, Howden, Alliance, and GE Health Connect also it has. Okay, now I log in with the clinic. Okay, now you see these are the programs that clinic can see. Okay, now so this is part of the GAL also. So this is the panel, GP panel. This is the panel. So I'll go here, panels for G, manage clinics, mapped. So let me unmap this one from G. Now you see the G is gone. There is no G here. So let me, yeah, map again. See now GL is came. So the clinic should be part of the panel and should be active. Then only we are calling as a panel clinic, and the clinic can see the programs. Okay, now they can come here and they can search member. Okay, so this is the panel clinics. Visit a panel clinic. What will happen is member went to the clinic and the clinic will locate e-card, clinic e-card, and what these guys will do, they will validate the e-card. If it is a this member is valid, then provider portal what they do, they will give the consultation, they will give the medicine and drugs based on the requirement, and they will submit claim behalf of the member. The member will be this is a cashless claim. I mean they're not going to pay anything for the clinic. So the clinic will submit a claim from their login to claim this cashless claim with the program. Okay, so clinic will validate the member. Once the validation is success, then they will submit the panel claim and visit medicine consultation fee, etc. Okay, now what they will do? So what is the validation means? When they key the member name and NRIC, basically the member should display here.
Shrikant, it's demo Nikki.
Okay, yeah, okay. Okay, so this member is validated. So the clinic validated the member. This is the validation. Okay, the member is valid. Okay, now how this list is coming? Basically, this member coming here. Okay, now which we seen here, the we have the clinics we have mapped to the panel. When we go to the operations portal, okay, this guy is part of this company. This is the plan, GP plan. This is the plan basically. Let me look at this. Go to the company. And he belongs to this policy TST 52. This is the one. And his plan is GP plan. This is the GP plan. We have a map panels here for this plan. This panel is mapped. Under this panel, this clinic is available. Sorry, this clinic is mapped to that panel, which I shown. So this is the how the logic works basically. So while creation of member, we select the company member. I'll show you this. You need to select the company. When we select the company, we are select the policy, and then he is an insured member, and we are declaring his name, NRIC, gender, date of birth, his all details, contact details, everything will save. Once we save, we can come here, his plans. So basically we can map whatever the plan is applicable. So on click of this outpatient plan map, we can map the plan. So the plan is mapped to the panel and the whole program is mapped to the panel. So like that, we are validating the member. Now the member clinic is validated the member. Clinic member went to the clinic and shown the e-card. Okay, this is the e-card I'm having for this health insurance. So based on the e-card details, so they have validated the member. Okay, they can go to the make claim. And the member, when the member went actually, so they can select the visit date. And they can select the what is the consultation type. So visit date, visit, or what is the consultation fee. So for first consultation fee, this clinic is charging 100. And is there any surcharge applicable? So when the applicable time and MC days, whether they are giving any rest to him. So based on that, when it starts, they need to select the date. If it is a 0, no need to select. What is the reason? Why? What is the reason for MC days? Whether is unfit for work, unfit for school, or fit for light duties only. So they will declare this. And these are the diagnosis, common diagnosis. They will select. If they want particular diagnosis, they can search here and they can select what is the diagnosis basically given. Add. And if there is any procedures applicable for them, there is no live data testing child. Okay. So is there any procedure they're operating? Okay, they will select this procedure and what is the quantity they will put. So based on this, we'll generate the claim and they will submit the claim. So the member visit to the clinic, panel clinic, and they went to all the treatment and the whatever treatment member taken, clinic will submit. This is the thing, the visit panel clinic. So this is clear, right?
Yeah, clear to
Yeah.
me.
Okay, now what will happen? Now we have seen the setup of the data and we have seen how member utilizing the non-panel claims and panel claims we have seen. Now they submitted. Okay, once they submitted, now if it is a non-panel claim, they need a reimbursement. That means member paid the amount. Now he needs to get back that amount from the health provider. Okay, now in the panel clinic has given the treatment for him free of, as per the policy, is eligible, so they are not charged anything from the member. Now the clinic need to get the money for this claim from the health provider. Okay, now how does this happen? Okay, we have a claim processing team. They will assess the claim and they will batch. Okay, so they will go to the DB. Say assume this is DK DB. Okay, they will process the claim. In operation portal, they will log in, they will process the claim, and they will either approve or reject, and they will batch the claim. So once we batch the claim, then that batch will be released. When the batch will be say created and approved, then that is the eligible amount that they agreed paying to the clinic or member. Okay, how that will happen? So this is one simple flow, panel or non-panel, claim data flow. So basically a member will log in member mobile app or portal. They will submit the claim, non-panel claim, and they can see the history and status of the claim. This we have seen. Then clinic will submit the claim. Okay, once the clinic will submit the claim, we have a claims team. What they will do, whatever the non-panel claims, they will review the non-panel claims, and they will either approve or reject, or they will reject or they will approve to pay. So based on that, they will create a batching. Once batching is created, then it goes to the member account. Similarly, once they submit the claim, our claims team will review this panel claim, and they will create a batch, and they will issue the payment advice. So this is the payment advice. They're confirming to the clinic that is the payment they are paying actually. Okay, this is the same what we discussed, how the data flow. This is not required. Okay. Okay, now we see the claim processing from, we have a two different ways to process the non-panel claims and panel claims. Now I'll show you that. Okay, when members submit member mobile app or portal, so non-panel claims will come here, TP outpatient process claims. It will be shown under new status. So when I submit a claim, I think this is we submitted. Which one we submitted? Okay, we didn't submit it non-panel. Okay, okay, so these are the claims we're going to show here. So what admin will do, they will come and they will edit this. They will assess the case. How they will assess the case? So while submitting non-panel claim from the member login, okay, they have selected receipt amount, and they have selected few documents, supporting documents. So now admin will come. First of all, he will see this member is eligible for this benefit. Yes, eligible. Whatever the details specified in this claim from the member, they will assess each case, and they will see all the documents attached or supporting for this receipt number, this correctly applicable. If there is a non-applicable amount, they will put the ineligible amount that is not applicable to this claim. Say $15 is not applicable. Okay, 200. That ineligible amount has to be collected from the patient, and the remaining amount will be paid to the member account. That means this member eligible to claim $185 after assessing of all this information, whatever the related to claim. So TPA claim processing team, they will assess the member belongs to which plan. That plan has these are the benefits. What are the benefits is available? Based on that, they will verify all the details. Once they verify, they have a option status here. These are the status. Either they can put on pending. When they put on the pending, whatever the supporting documents or the mentioned information is correct or not correct, they have some clarifications to the member. What they will do, they will come here, they will use this button to communicate with the member, claim SSR section. Okay, how it works. So this is the first notification. So they will set the date and they will write the remarks. This particular date with this claim information, this remarks will be goes to the member email ID. We are sending an email saying that this is the information required. So we need more supporting documents to process your claim. Okay, if member is not responded, they will put the second reminder and third reminder, fourth reminder, fifth reminder. This is the final reminder. If after sending out the last reminder, if still member is not, responding, so the claim automatically it will close. It will goes to the close status. Okay, so if this claim is not valid, the member, the benefit is one thing, and the member went to the another clinic, and that is not at all applicable. Then he submitted a claim. So basically, they will change the status to closed, declined, or closed. By seeing the mention, they will close the claim. Or if the eligible, they will approve the claims. Or if it is a processing, that means they will assessing the case. Then they will put the processing and they will assess the case. So these are the different status of the non-panel claims which submitted from the member. So once it is approved or declined, now they will create a batch. So TP outpatient, they will create a batch. So once they create a batch, so this is the batch. Okay, they can give the batch name, batch date, and they can select the which company they want to batch. And we have these are the selection filter of the claims basically. So these are the status of all the claims we are batching, and the claim generated by admin submitted, mobile from member, mobile submitted, or portal submitted, or HR submitted, insurer, broker, or it is upload. Based on this selection, so we all group. Once batch is created, so it will be like this. It will be shown like this. So we can go here. In this batch, no claims. Okay, so these are the different status. Settlement email, they paid. These are the declined, closed. So once they batched, they'll select here and they will send out email. So if they send out email, we are notifying this member your claim is closed for this reason. And if it is approved once will show here status. Once we change the status to paid or send email, that means paid means this is the amount agreed to pay to the member. So member will get this much amount to their bank account. So what they will do, they will generate the payment file, sorry, Zero file. So this is the text file we are sending to the bank. The team will send to the bank. The bank will upload this format. Once they upload will format, based on the amount specified here, that amount will be goes to the member account. Within 2 to 3 working days, the member will receive the amount. So what we seen here, claim teams, this processing of non-panel claims. Okay, now the clinic submitted one, we'll see how the clinics will process. Okay, so all the non-panels comes under TP outpatient. Now we have the panel outpatient. So once clinic submitted, they will come here, they will create a batch. Take cutoff tool today, batch cutoff today, submit. Okay, so now till this date, from previous last date, how many, what are the all consolidated claims from different clinics, the panel clinics submitted, those will be come here, will be shown here. We can see the provider type 115. Yeah. So this is the one we submitted today, 17 November. So this also came like this is the current fee. Okay. So what they will do, they will see these details are correct. If they want to change any order, so they will come and they will change admin fee. They will change, they will assess. Once that is done, they will complete the review. Admin fee review is completed. Similarly, they do this case fee review, admin fee review, case fee review. So these all will be set to the panel. If you okay, for each panel we have admin fee, case fee, and these are the consultation fees. So these details will pick from here. So these are the details we'll be reviewing here, whether these case fees are correct as per the we defined, or we any extra higher fees we are charging. So they will, based on, they will assess and they will process. Once they will process, they will issue the payment advice. So this is the payment advice. Okay. Okay, some issue in the UAT. Okay, that is the payment advice. So that is the payment advice will be shown here. What is the amount, the after processing of admin fee, review fee, and they will generate the invoice. So after, based on this, they will generate the payment advice. That payment advice is a statement of the total amount that a clinic getting from their clients. So this is the simple flow. Okay, and this is the insurer and ops portal. So ops portal, basically they will create the insurance policies, they'll create a company, they'll create a plan and setup, and they will create the members, upload members, and they will update the plan. And insurer, okay, this portion we'll see tomorrow. Insurer portal and HR will see tomorrow session, like what is the insurer portal is, what is the HR portal basically. So now whatever we've seen, this is the admin processing actually. Admin, how they'll process the data, everything. Okay, so we will end this session now. So we will continue tomorrow one more session for HR portal as well as insurer and broker portal. So if you do this, so we mostly done this, whatever we have discussed so far. So today we discussed admin settings, admin operations, then member portal and provider portal. So we have discussed about these, how the system functioning, what are the functionalities we have. So any doubts in this so far?
For now, no. But can I have a question? After the functional training, can we have your PowerPoint slide?
Yeah, this one is already we have in the documents. Anyway, I'll share you in the Slack.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, Atira.
Yes, Shrikant. Yes, Shrikant.
Okay, Duyan already, she got the UAT access. For Thai and
Okay.
Kian, for them, you can give the UAT access.
Okay, Shrikant.
Okay, so Atira will give you the UAT access. So you will receive an account activation email. So you can set your password and you can log into the admin operations and admin portal. So today, guys, please go through the portals. Definitely, you will see all the screens. So whatever we discussed, recall. So if you have any questions, if you want to know anything, so tomorrow we can discuss again that.
Yeah. Thank you, Srikan.
Yeah, thank you, Dian. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Ajira.
Thank you. Bye-bye.